The deck we are playing today in a best of 3 format is the Golgari Dragons list that the well-renowned Ben Stark took to Worlds. And it's just, honestly, it's Golgari mid-range good stuff. So at 1 drop, they have Caustic Exhale. Target creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn for 1 black, unless you behold a dragon or it costs 2. Great removal for this format. Bitter Triumph, another way to destroy target creature or planeswalker. Additional cost, cast a spell, we discard a card or pay 3 life. We're playing 1 of Terminus. This is just an easy way to ramp. In addition to, we have 4 of Share Roots, more ways that we can ramp to try to get to our mid game much faster. We're playing 4 of Esper Origins. I really like this card in this format. Surveil 2, you gain 2 life, and then if it was cast from the graveyard, flashback, then we get to have the second side of the summon. Reveal the top card of your library, permanent, put in your hand, add 2 green, and then we give +2/+2 and trample until end of turn on Saga 3. At our high end of curve, we have no 3 drops, so we're trying to get past our 3 drop by playing Terminus or Shared Roots on turn 2. Scavenger, which is a pseudo board wipe. Each non-dragon creature gets -X till end of turn, or we just play this as a 4/4 flying beater. Ward, discard a card. The more I play in these Golgari shells, I really like Ice-Till Explorer, so I'm glad that it's in this deck. You may play additional land on each of your turn, you may play lands from your graveyard, and then landfall trigger whenever land control enters mill card. This also fuels Urgent Necropsy. This is a great removal in this format. You can destroy up to 1 target artifact, creature, target enchantment, and our 1 target planeswalker. In addition, you collect Evidence X, where X is the total mana value of permanents this spell targets. So it's a great way to counteract some of the decks that are doing multiple angles at once. For example, the Lessons deck, which has an enchantment, it has endurance, and it has like Grand to get rid of. So this is an overall instant speed, great answer to stuff. We're playing 3 of Overlord, a way to fill up our graveyard for Ice-Till Explorer and Urgent as well. And we're playing main board, the Disruptive Stormblood. Destroy target creature with power 3 or less, another great way to deal with creatures early on. Or when this enters, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment. In parallel, we also have another dragon. Hey, it's dragons. Cast this for claim territory, so we cultivate for 2 basic forest, or we play this as a 4/5 flying beater. Whenever this creature or another dragon you control enters, you gain 3 life. And then a spicy 1 of Eater of All. Ward, you have to sacrifice a food. A lot of people aren't playing food right now. Other creatures are food artifacts in addition to other types and have sacrifices permanent, you gain 3 life. And then whenever a food is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put 2 1/1 counters on this creature. It's a 6/6. I'm excited to play with this spicy 1 of. On a land base today, we have a couple Surveil lands, we have some Restless Cottage to try to finish off gain, make food tokens. We have some Fable Passages, which work very well with Ice-Till Explorer, and 2 of the new Bossing Say, a way to Earthbend. Hopefully we can Earthbend on a Fable Passage or a way to finish out a game. The sideboard, we have Scavenging Ooze. Kavero is everywhere, so 3 of Scavenging Ooze makes sense. Torpor is in here against allies. It's in here to stop the infinite combo decks, like the Aang infinite combo deck, and Torpor is just a solid card. We're playing 2 of Rex Sages. Izzet Lessons deck is still one of the most played decks after Worlds, so this is a way to deal with both either their enchantment or their artifacts. So Rex Sage is solid. The rest as well is for those spell heavy decks. We have another Eater all on the sideboard, and then 3 of Day of the Black Sun. I really like this, especially against like Simic aggro. It's a way that we can wipe the board for relatively cheap. Because all creatures lose all abilities until end of turn, I really like this against the decks like the Simic deck, because Tyvar is a problem, and it's an easy, clean way to get around Tyvar. That's the deck today. I know Ben Stark's a genius, and I'm excited to play this in a best of 3 format today. Have a ramp, we have interaction, and I think I like this hand. I'm going to keep it. I think I still want to play Cottage on 1 so we can Shared Roots on 2. We'll do just that. I wonder if I'm going to see... Ooh, Forest. So we did not get punished by Eternal and Mana Dork. But we're going to Shared Roots here. I think we need to go get another Swamp because this is green. Fable can fix our lands. And then next turn, do we run out Ice-Till Explorer? It's an ally deck. I think because it's an ally deck, I'm going to play Bossing Say here and Shared Roots and keep ramping. We can get another Swamp here, and we can Caustic Exhale something. Unfortunately, we don't have a dragon in our hand to kill whatever they're doing. They play Invasion, but that's okay. I'm more worried about their Mana Dork. Or I'm more worried about... Oh, there's their Mana Dork. So they play the Mana Dork, and I can't respond to this because they had priority back. But now they're in combat. I should let them attack before I cast. Okay, go to their end step. We'll try to kill this guy. They probably have an Aang. There's an egg. Saving their guide. Smart. So doing it this way, we can ice till now, get a trigger, crack Fable, get more lands in my graveyard, the forest this time. Fortunately, I want to just play the forest in my graveyard. Well, something would have been nice. So we can keep up another exile. We have some blockers. Next turn we can Esper Origins twice. Not scared of an Ang just yet. South Pole, yep. So I will let this resolve. And then any creature they play at this point, I'm going to Caustic Exhale on Response. Yep. While that's on the stack, I am going to kill the problematic card. You have 3 mana to do something. An Earth King. Yep. So now we are under pressure. I need to find a dragon. So let's just start digging on my answers. On digging. Yes. Origins, probably. Trigger my summon, reveal a land. Play Sanctuary out of the graveyard. Fortunately, milled over the card we care about. Play another land. And pass. I could have played Ice Tool Explorer before the summon, and that would have given me an extra land drop, and I could have had Ice Tool out of my hand. But now they start to kind of go off, and we really want to find their other dragon to wipe this board and start over, or we're going to get overrun really fast against allies. Probably just going to attack in the air. Yeah, we're under a little pressure because Aang can flip on this next turn. So let's see what I can. Esper Origins first. Anything I need. Hopefully the flip over of Esper Origins can find us. Not a dragon, okay. Still have 2 land drops for turn. Everything out of my hand, I have to play both out of the graveyard, so I can't play this Surveil land, which is a problem unless I play Ice Tool Explorer first. Them holding priority means they probably have another Aang in their hand, or they have another Invasion, and I hope it's Invasion, because we can't play around the other. Let's ramping. Let's play a dragon to start to have a blocker, gain some life. Now we play the mortuary to try to get these mill triggers off first. And try to find our dragon. Dragon one. No attacks. We are on the defensive, unfortunately. Part of my deck, I have a few more Revenants to go. Appa. Bring back Lieutenant and Invasion, that makes sense. They don't have a way to infinite combo unless they show us the annoying spell, the Doc Ops. They start off with Enforcement, that makes sense. Play a land. They have 2 unknowns. If they have another Aang, this could get bad. They just play their Aang, which is weird. Unless they want to protect their spells by bouncing Appa. What I would have done is probably played the Earth King's Lieutenant, bounced it with the Aang, and pumped up their team 3 times in 1 turn. But now you only have 2 mana. You have enough for 1 egg. Dragon would be our best draw here, by far. Because we can wipe the board, especially after our summons give +2/+2 to everything. And -4/-4 would wipe the whole board. And we have enough mana to play around Aang. So first trigger, it's mana, get overrun effect. I need to Esper Origins first. Shared Roots, and that is not what we need. We could have animated our lands, but I don't think that's enough damage to push through. Dragon's good draw. Let's play our lands out of the graveyard. Get our man lands out. Sanctuary. And go combat. Try to push through damage. They only have 2 mana, so they're holding up Aang. That's the best they can do. Flashing in Aang, okay. On what? So if they target their Appa on the Bloom Vine, that's a choice. Take damage. We kill our summon here, but then we just wipe their board? That makes no sense. And then we gain life with the dragon. Play our cottage. Holding up Bitter Triumph, or we can animate our land at end of turn. That was a weird play. I think they just got overzealous. Yeah, you have South Pole. And then we can kill in response. Target you, take 3 damage. And now you just have 2 1/1s on board? And we can just animate our lands and kill them, right? I guess I should have animated in response. That's a mistake on my part. I should have animated in response because my creatures would have got bigger with trample. So Day of Black Sun comes in here. Torpor Orb comes in here. I think this is not an urgent deck. Eater All is great, but I don't think that's what we need to be doing. This is really good. Maybe we take out 1 Eater for all. Maybe 1 Ice Tail. Overlord is really good when we're going off with Ice Tails. Take a Shared Roots out. Do something like this. 61 card special. Try that again. One goes first. We have the Surveil land and a Torpor Orb. That might be good enough. We'll try it. We will Surveil first. Another dragon's fine. I'll keep another dragon on top. Opponent just plays eShop into Great Divide Guide. And we will play our Torpor Orb. And then soon enough we'll have enough mana to Wrath their board. But I don't know Alliance plays anything that stops Torpor Orb. And I am right. Either they misboarded or they had nothing. So I need to remember when the Stampede effect is going off that I need to hold priority and animate light lines. It doesn't have black and it's a little slow, so I'm going to mulligan this. Seems a little better. We have ramp and then we have a way to Wrath. We can try it. Maybe throw away 1 Esper Origins. Keep our ramp and our filter spells. Passage. Tiger Seal. Okay. I'm just going to play our force and pass. We are playing... It can be aggressive deck if they're playing the enchantment that gives everything haste. Boomerang Basic, their Tiger Seal to draw a card. I get you mulligan down, but I will take that. We're going to play a Swamp and play our Shared Roots. I want to get double black. Get black out of the way. Next turn we can just play our dragon. Or we can shared roots and keep ramping. Hard choice. Scavenger can just block forever. But what is our turn after that? I think we need to keep ramping. Them holding priority means they have a red removal source. And it's probably the 2 damage one. If they're playing lessons, cottage can go away. You can just overwhelm them with dragon after dragon. Another land is not bad. Because next turn we're going to play dragon or overlord. Overlord can put dragon into Ben. Sure. I'm going to try it like this. So they either have 2 mana red or 3 mana red, depending on if they're lessons or not. There's a Riddler. I assume they're not a lessons deck if they're playing Riddler and Tiger Seals. But they're probably keeping the 3 land. They missed a land drop, which is really good for us. So let's Overlord and see what we get. And we could just bring our dragon back. And then from here on out, we just start hard casting dragons. And hopefully that is enough. There's another Tiger Seal. And another dragon. Okay, well, let's just go to combat. Hopefully I don't mill myself out with Overlord. Get another dragon. Seems good. That's a good dragon. I like it. I like to block. And then they can block and burn it. So we're going to 2-for-1 them here. I'm just going to start playing dragons. Next turn we can untap land, we can play another dragon and also kill their Tiger Seal. They are playing Torch. Okay. Start getting some life. I think we're in a good spot. They missed a couple land drops. Granted, they did mulligan down. Winter Night Stories is pretty good. Maybe they will find their 4th land after this. Oh, it's a blue source to another Tiger Seal. Okay. So untapped land is not here. We can kill all the Tiger Seals or hold our Wrath. Nope, I'm just gonna play dragons. Need some more life. Play our surveil land tapped. Keep this land. What are we doing next turn? Don't need another. Pass the turn. What the heck are you playing, Taurus? What are you talking about, dude? What Jeskai tokens deck? Boomerang basics your seal. Resolves. No blocks. Probably have burn in your hand. You're not playing Riddler this turn. If you play your 1 blue, you're tapped off blue by playing seal, and we can just clear off your board. Relatively easy, I might add. Hey, I haven't heard that song in so long. Who's that? Hello. What are we doing here? We have an untapped land. We just start throwing out dragons? We can kill 1 Tiger Seal. Just get off the board. And play our other dragon, gain more life. And do something from there. Torch the tower. Yeah. You have another torch, sacrificing your Tiger Seal. A braid, that's good to know. So the downside is I didn't swing first, so I missed out on 4 points of damage, which could be a mistake. So there is another land. Do you want to play Riddler now? Yep. to have another burn spell, I would be impressed, because that is their 4th torch, 3rd torch. Okay. So, 3 life. Kill their Riddler. I think I just want to Esper Origins, honestly. And start beating down. Get more pressure on the board to present lethal next turn, especially another cottage. And pass. How you been, dude? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. Hope the kid's okay. Another option I could have cottage to eat the Winter Night stories, but I guess that's enough. So this is definitely a duress matchup. Is Ooze again good against Winter Night stories? I think Urgent's still very good here. I feel like we have a really good matchup. Torpor doesn't really do anything. Do I care about Winter Night stories getting things back? I think so. Caustic's is really good because all it doesn't hit is Sphinx. We go down as Shared Roots. We go down one of our dragons and one Ice Till. I don't know if either or all is good, but I really want to play it to see if it's good. Opponent goes first. We don't have ramp here. Guess we can try, because we can Overlord into like ramp here. It might be too slow, but we'll try it. We can cottage turn 1. They didn't play a turn 1, which is really good for us. Them playing a Riddler is still pretty good for us. It means they're not doing anything. So I'm gonna just play my Forest, play my Overlord. What do we find? A bunch of lands and a dragon, so we have to take the dragon. Pass the turn. Only person having fun is me. At least someone's having fun. They found their red, so they kept a hand with 2 islands, which is wild. They brought in Ghost Vacuum without seeing Ice Till Explorer. Okay. I'm just going to play my Force and try to cultivate here. They might be holding up Negate. Good to know that I only have 2 forests left. Did I bid a forest? No. So we can just pass the turn. Next turn we can start... What? Casting our dragons? Or we can hold up Urgent. Fortunately, we just need to get rid of this Ghost Vacuum. Start having fun. There's a Mako and a Winter Night Stories. So they are tapped out. Fortunately, we can't kill both of these, which is unfortunate. An Ice Till and see what they take with Ghost Vacuum. They let it resolve. Okay, I want to get the Black Source out of the graveyard. Are they going to take Sanctuary? Once. 2. Find a Fatal Passage. No, Bossing Say. We milled over Bossing Say. I'm going to find a swamp with this, knowing we only have 1 forest left. Yeah. Then I want to kill the Mako now, before I cannot kill it later. Unfortunately, we can't kill Ghost Vacuum just yet. And we have no power in our graveyard for Urgent. Played 1 game of Magic in your life. Well, good. Keep it that way. It's an addiction. It's fun, though. Esper, Dimir, and Rakdos are kosher decks. I think you need to see a doctor. I don't agree with you. That's pretty bad. My opponent is going to Boomerang Basics to draw a card off Ghost Vacuum. I think I'm okay with this. I'm surprised they didn't activate it first. Ah, now they have enough for Roaring Furnace. That makes sense. And they're going to Ghost Vacuum and take Ice Still. That's a decent amount of turns. What is the CMC of this? 7, probably? I can't take it. So this Ghost Vacuum is just gonna do its thing. I think I'm okay with that. I'm gonna start playing big dragons and passing the turn. We have Overlord coming off in pen next turn, which is not bad. Fortunately, this Urgent is looking terrible against Riddler now that I don't have a graveyard. Ghost Vacuum. I guess our Scavenger can stop a Riddler. Maybe I should bring in Oozes if I'm going to worry about their draw spell. Does enable their deck a lot. There's Siege. Okay. Decklist, giving it haste. Got it. I can... Two... What do we do after that, though? Seems like that's such a bad turn. Player land guaranteed. I could Cottage and start eating stuff in their graveyard. Taking their Winter Night Stories. I could die out of nowhere is a threat. Is that a reason not to play Shared Roots? And just hold up Blood? I don't have main interaction now. Just ramp. Get our last two swamp. Oh, no, we only have one forest, so this is a mistake on my part. Because it's just one forest. Overlord comes off and pen, which might be okay for us. Because when we attack this next turn, maybe we can Necropsy during combat before they can Ghost Vacuum anything. That's an option. Hi, Coffin. How are you? What are we gonna do? I think that's our line. Duelist is gonna be a problem because they keep looting off their commit a crime trigger, which is pretty gross. A Riddler hardcast. Yep. Not attacking with Riddler because they're scared. Interesting choice, sir. The rest is not a bad draw. So how can we navigate this? We can dress. Bell Pierce a Braid. I'm going to take Talent. That's the problem card. And I think we just go to combat and see what we mill over. Decline. I'm gonna play this right now. One artifact, one creature, one enchantment, one planeswalker. How many cards is that? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 9, like so. That was pretty good. And then I think I just want to play my big dragon and make them have a wrath. Pass the turn. I think that was a good set of turn. And GG opponent. On to the next gun. I go first. We have interaction early on. And try it. My only downside is I think I need to play this first to find a forest. Or we can find a swamp, Fable past its forest. I think I like this play better. Because then we can keep up Caustic Exhale, Fabled Passage, and hit our Bloom Vine on curve. Llanowar, yeah. We're going to play this on Forest. And let's Caustic the Elf, be holding a dragon. Show you this one. But if it's just elf.deck, I think we have a really good matchup pre-board. This is also really good to get a second swamp here. Badgermole, yeah. Playing white, so that means I just need to kill the Badgermole, right? Always the answer is kill Badgermole, and then next turn we can ramp. We're a little behind the time, but having a scavenger hand feels really, really good. Tapped Urban Retreat, so they're Bant? Yeah, that seems really good for us, so I'll just play my Bloom Vine as a Cultivate. Play a land, and pass. Next turn we can Esper Origins. Steed. And this creature attacks while saddled. Create a 3/3. Sweet. So we can Esper Origins here. Having a dragon on top is fine, because we can just minus this dragon to clean up the board. Wait, the shuffle's away. I did this in the wrong order. Right? Omen shuffles it away, so I don't know there's another dragon on top. That was a mistake on my part. I haven't played with omens enough. Whoops. I hope that sequence doesn't bite me in the butt. Scrap Shooter main board. Does nothing to me right now, especially after I draw the Overlord. So now I think I can play my Overlord on Impend. Hopefully do the proper sequence this time. With an Ice to Explorer. Yeah, Ice to Explorer, and we go off to the races. Mill. Mill. I have a couple basics left. I think I want to take my swamp and... Right. I think I want one swamp here. And let's pass the turn from there. No, my cat. Yeah, we're going to play with that cat. Go and pen and pass the turn. Kite Sail. As ward, that's annoying. Yeah, you got it. I did not expect these cards to be together right now with a steed, but you got me. So now I can get this. Hang one extra. Getting our Ice Toll back. And now we can go get a basic into a basic. I have one basic left. I think I want to now Esper Origins. Put this in, Overlord on top. We get an Overlord. And then we play our Mortuary tapped. Oddish can go third. That being a bad card, I think I just want to impend this again. Whatever I want out of my graveyard. We can get the cat back now. Or we can get the dragon. The cat seems good, but the dragon probably just cleans up the board. No, I want to get cat. Two. Get up. Get up with the cat energy. Ben Stark made this deck. He took this deck to Worlds. That man is a way better Magic player than me, so... Scrap Shooter, are you gonna gift me a card? No, you're gonna concede. So, Bant, good stuff. Day of the Black Sun, probably? Torpor Orb? Be some duresses? I don't know what they're doing. I'm sorry, cat, you gotta go. Sorry, cat, you gotta go. How many rasps? Maybe take out a reagent, take an ice till. There's probably too much to bring in. It's like Torpor Orb or Black Sun. Because they had a lot of come into play triggers. The one was saddled, but Torpor Orb starts Badger, it stops Kite Sail, it stops Scrap Shooter. I'm gonna take this is not a duress matchup. I thought about it. What else should I take out? Brought these in, we brought this in. I kinda wanna keep my ramp still. Maybe go down one Esper Origin? I don't know. Esper Origin is such a good card. I don't want to cut down on too much of my ramp. Because we have a lot of X spells, right? Maybe one Esper Origins, keep in Shared Roots as a high 4 on the draw, and then switch that up for on the play. Let's try it like this. I could be wrong. Opponent goes first. We have ramp. We have 2. I'm going to keep it. Breeding Pool tapped is good for us, right? Here comes Badger Mole. No? Okay, so I'm just going to Shared Roots. Does this get Spell Pierced? It does not. What are you doing, my friend? I'm surprised you're just playing 2 lands and passing. A 4/4 beater. Okay. I'm going to keep ramping with my Bloom Vine. And then play our Surveil land. Don't need another forest. So now we can kill their entire board. Or we can Ice Still and start getting value that way. The late Llanowar Elves, my friend. Rest in peace. Okay. So worth Esper Origins here. Play our Ice Still, have it as a blocker, and play out some lands. There's one of them removal. Another removal. Yeah, Day of Black Sun. Oof. And just keep up Bitter Triumph. Pass. It doesn't block Scrap Shooter. Elspeth.
Do not despair. Together we will.
Yeah. I did not expect an Elspeth, but here we are. No blocks. Will be Elspeth.
Watch for my return.
We could bossing say on the Reckless Cottage and then activate the rest of its cottage, or put it on Sanctuary. Play our 2 lands for turn. Exile 2 lands, that's fine. Could do that. Just have a big blocker. And I'm going to save my 2 cards. No attacks. Elspeth cannot kill this Sanctuary. We don't have to activate this Sanctuary either. I'd say okay. And on Ice. Really good for us. Especially if we can scavenger and wipe their board. Make my land bigger and block. I don't think they understood that interaction, so I will take that. Play another Kite Sail. Are you going to take my land now? Target artifact creature. Okay. That seems even better for us, right? Now we can dragon on 3. Wipe the board. Get our friends back. And yeah, opponent. Sorry, bud. On to the next game. My opponent's going first. We can Shared Roots or Overlord. Probably Shared Roots first and Ice Till. I'll keep this. We can play our Cottage turn 1. We're playing a Swamp. Timeline Color. Oh no. We'll just play our Cottage and pass. Oh, we're gonna get We're gonna get mono black beat Cavern Bats, yeah. So if they take shared roots, we're gonna Overlord. Or if they take Overlord, we're gonna shared roots. Just like so. And I think we need another Womp, because we have 2 free forests already. Another bat. Ooh. Fast you have, my friend. And a Cecil, okay. Found an Ice Till, so let's just play our first Ice Till. Play a land, hopefully find a land off this trigger, and we do not. It'd be really nice to find a dragon at any time to wrap the board. Elegy. Okay, no blocks. Fortunately, what I'm thinking here is we shared roots, but we have to hit a land to play any of our other spells, and that just doesn't do it, right? So we sit back. And animate our land, or we just urgent the LG. Yeah, you got a time caller. Card advantage. We can take 3 this turn. Or 4 this turn, that's not bad. Just mono black good stuff. Which we should have a good matchup for. Blue Mine's really good, right? Stormbrood to this bat. Then now we can Esper Origins, hoping to find some lands to the graveyard. Perfect. Play land per turn. That I should probably shared roots first, because then we can surveil and try to turn this game around. A dragon would be still a really good draw here to wrath their board. So hopefully next turn we can search for one with Esper Origins or the surveil. That being said, I probably need another swamp. Trigger. And play the surveil trigger. We can also eat their time caller with Restless Cottage. I'm not too worried about time caller just yet. Especially because I can block it with Ice Till. Don't need another cottage. Back for a minute. And we could take 3 from Deep Cavern and Cecil for a couple turns. Flux. Rely from Esper Origins. Overlord is decent here. But I think I want to Esper Origins first. Before I play Overlord. Prime's the answer to Torment on my summon. Okay. The cottage. I think I want to play this untapped because we can Overlord now, and then we can play the cottage out of our graveyard. There's a dragon. That's what we're looking for. I'll play my land. There's another Esper Origins, so that we can just pass from here. I think we're in a really good spot now. Duress. Your Duress doesn't do anything. Is this sorcery speed? It's not. Okay. So I think I want to do this graveyard land first. And then bossing, say. Then scavenger on 2. No, it should have been 3. It should have been 3. That was a mistake. I messed up, because that should be dead right now. Because the idea was correct. Because now I get Time Caller out of their graveyard. I guess we're gonna get punished and do it the hard way. We have Storm Brood. Now we kill Cecil. No one saw that. No one saw that mistake. We have 25 cards left, so I think we're okay. There's another Cecil. Animator lands and they die, right? Take the land. Land. Guess we can also put more counters on Restless Cottage just for fun. Oh, it unlands it? No way! I didn't know about that interaction. I learned something today. So you need to earthbend it, then make it a creature. Interesting interaction there. I mean, they're still dead from my misplay, and we go to game 2. But we learned something today. So Scavenging Ooze seems great. What does Mono Black bring in? Hey, Black Sun comes in, probably. Are they going to have Graveyard Hate, you think? We could bring in Rexage? I don't know what Mono Black plays. Yeah, they probably just bring in Strategic Betrayal, so maybe we bring in Duress then? They're going to have Shoot, they're going to have Charm, they're going to have Long Goodbye. If they bring in something that isn't Strategic Betrayal, like an actual Graveyard Hate, then we can maybe bring in Rexage. But I don't think this is a Duress matchup, so let's go with what we have. I still want to keep Cat in. It's probably wrong, but I don't care. Cut one there, cut a Roots, and then cut. There should be a good matchup for us, right? You have early interaction. Turn one Surveil into removal. That seems okay. Duress. Oh, there goes our turn 1. Our 1-drop removal, I mean. We take our Origins. That's an interesting choice. So we'll just Surveil. And on top is fine. Time Caller. Wasted. That's all you're doing, and you miss a land drop, I think we're in great shape. Oh, yeah. So with that being said, I should probably Shared Roots. Swamp, and then Fable Passage next turn. Or we can Bloom Vine into a Surveil. Have a tour. Card a card. Or just Fable Passage Expert Origins. I think I like that play better. It plays it on the board a little better. I'm not worried about my life total just yet. Especially with a Scavenger on top. Yeah. Exactly what we needed. My nose is itchy though. No, poop. We might play Poo Poo UFO later. I did make a deck for you, Duck, in case you showed up, but not now. It's going to be like maybe 2 hours. There's our Betrayal. So we assumed they were going to bring that in. That's probably why they kept their hand. Ooze seems decent. What do we do first? I guess we can Mortuary first. Another Shared Roots right now. Play our Ooze. And our Ooze can eat up. Oh, it's an exile right now. That's my mistake. I was ready to just eat up the Time Caller. Right now. Ooh, this is actually really good. So, Boulder Dragon to hit you. And then I'm going to hold you. And discard the land. And then in response, I am going to eat your creature. And Heartless Act does nothing. Yep. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, and now we get an Ice Till Explorer back. Play the Ice Till. I'm going to bring back 2 untapped green sources. Oh, I already played a land, so Bastion for 3 and pass. I wish I wouldn't get DMCA because I would throw like Lord of the Rings music all over my Magic videos. Because like when that song crescendos at the perfect time. Withering Torment. Yeah, the results. They brought in a lot of removal for me. We can Eater Overlord. They're not quite dead yet, but they're getting pretty close. So let's Esper Origins. Put Disruptive on top. Draw Disruptive. Then play our Cultivate. Keep ramping. And then play Cottage out of the graveyard. And then play... we can get Blessing Say next turn. We can just have 2 Cottages. And attack. And hopefully they don't Wrath us for 3 black. No, that was enough. Seems like a really good matchup for us. They did overboard, though. Play first. We have Surveil into our ramp. We can keep this. Or we should Cottage first. What should we do here? I think Surveil setting up our turn is better than getting the manland ready yet. Putting our Esper Origins into the graveyard is not bad, especially when we have 1 in hand. He plays an island. They did mulligan down 1. So let's swamp and start ramping. Don't get spell pierced. Ooh. We'll get a swamp here. Next turn we can bring Esper Origins back from the graveyard. Play another island. Thunder Trap Trainer. Doing an op. So you mono blue good stuff? I think for now I want to get Sanctuary down first. And then we can Esper Origins. Ice Till is really good. I think I want both of these. One is a threat. And Ice Till starts getting our engine online. So next turn we can Ice Till and Esper Origins. Riddler. Mono blue good stuff? Flash Portal on Riddler. It's good. Oh. Let's start getting our Ice Still value down. Fable Passage. Crack Fable Passage. Finding Forest. That's pretty good. Play this. Going around another forest. So that's what, 5, 6, 7 in the graveyard? I think I want to keep up Urgent at this point. And then next turn we can do stuff. I think that is the better plan. Or we can animate Soulstone at end of their turn as well. Fountain Port, mono blue? Mono blue Splash Portal. Another Thunder Trap, yeah. They play Storm Chaser's Fountain. Please just play it. That'd be really nice. We can just take 4 here. That's fine with me. I'm passing. If they're passing, that means they probably are playing Quench. So I want to untap and then play Urgent. Play our lands first. Play our lands first. Let's go to combat. I have 6, so I'd be short if I Esper Origins twice. I'll be short for Urgent. I think I just want to pass. I think passing is just the answer because we can animate our lands as well. I think this just resolves. I'm okay with this. I wonder if they're missing a red land. There's talent, yeah. They make an otter from that. Boomerang basics. So in response, now we will Target 1 creature and 1 enchantment. Taking this. I think I want you. At 7. Playing around Quench this way, and then their Boomerang Basics goes away. Which is a pretty good turn for us. We can still animate our land, but it's tapped. We will take 2 here. Another splash port. If I had another piece of removal, that would be great here. But unfortunately I do not. Finding another Opt. I didn't animate my land at end of turn, which is a mistake. Whoops. I want to get these cottages down, so I think I want to play cottages out of my hand this time. And then let's just go Esper Origins. And Esper Origin. Should have an animated land there. I literally talked about the turn. I can bring this out, show the Overlord that we saw, play the Overlord. And there's a dragon, so I'm going to get the dragon back. Pass from here. I don't expect them to play red because they have Fountain Port. Pearl of Wisdom. Spicy. So they are probably just straight mono blue then. Mono blue otters playing value Flash Portal. Getting in there. They have a lot of card advantage, at least. Their Storm Chaser's talent, yep. Throwing away your little otters seems weird to me, but I will take it. You have a bounce spell? You can take 5 here, that's fine. Sure. Do I even care about killing their otters? No, right? I'm just gonna go wide. Play this for land at a turn and animate my land. This way we can eat the Boomerang Basics that's in their graveyard. That's the only spell I'm really worried about, right? Yeah. To disrupt my board. And then next turn our summon can Anthem my team. So I should put a stop at my upkeep. I wonder if they're playing Aetherize. Okay, so they found another Boomerang Basics. Plays the Storm Chaser off the Boomerang Basics. Makes sense. But my entire team's going to have Trample, so I don't care how many otters you make. You're playing main board, get out, so it's good to know for sideboard. You're making your otters as big as possible, I respect that, but I am not going to block. And go to game 2. The rest is definitely coming in. Scoozes is coming in. This might be a Rex Sage matchup. More than likely. Sorry, Catboy, you're going out. Take out 1 Exhale, because they're an otter deck. Maybe Exiles aren't good here if they're playing otters. Like, otters and Thunder Trap Trainers, I don't think I care about. And the spell I want to hit them on is... Maybe a 2-of is better if they're trying to Splash Portal their stuff. Maybe go down 1 Esper Origins. 1 Ice Till. What do I cut here, though? I'm missing, like, 2 cards. I definitely want to bring Ooze in. I'm worried that they're going to bring in a lot of graveyard hate, so that's why I brought in Rex Sage, and then we also have Disruptive at the high end. These also help against the Boomerang Talents issue. They are blue, so Duress is an auto-include. Maybe 1 Scavenger? But I'm worried we're cutting too much of our top end. Like, what is our win cons? And how do they beat a cat? They can bounce a cat, but they can't sacrifice a food? Maybe this is a cat matchup. They did show counter magic, so if cat gets countered, that's, like, terrible for us, right? Maybe not. Yeah, if it resolves, right? The only way they can deal with Yaga is if it resolves. But then what do we cut? Maybe some more ramp? Like this? 61 special? We'll try. We'll try. Having 2 of the cat might be bad, but if it lands, they can't deal with it besides bouncing it with boomerang basics, right? No, because it's ward. Caustic on Honor doesn't seem great. I was thinking about cutting all of it, so I kept in Caustic because I was thinking that they did have Splash Portal on Thundertrap trainers, but Caustic does seem kind of weak against Otters, right? But we'll keep this and try. Seems fine with the rest early on. They mulligan down. They mulligan down to 5. Okay. There's talent. Caustic, so we can cottage and pass. If they have boomerang basics here, then they can catch up really quick, which they do. Yep. 2 Otters beaten down. I think we still duress here. And see what we're working with. Essence Scatter and Get Out. Kind of rough for us. I'm gonna play this tap because this cannot play black. But I will get another black source. So next turn we can, what, Scavenging Ooze into their Essence Scatter and force it out of them. I guess we force it and just exhale. We don't have a dragon, so we can't behold it, so this is wrong. Yep, you got it. They're just drawing runner lands, so now they can get back something in their graveyard. These are pretty good set of turns. You have roots. Ice Till. Land. Dragon in the graveyard, so that means we need to bring back Overlord, play Overlord next turn. Go in another swamp. Pretty good card to put in the graveyard. Boomerang basics on talent. We need to find a way to interact with this. They're just gonna talent boomerang basics over and over again. They showed opt in game 1, so I can't block yet. Elusive Otter. Okay. So I think we do the dragon play. Disdainful Stroke. Yep. That, I think I need to get rid of talent and hope to dodge the top of their deck. Passage here. This, and then we can also, doing it this way, we can still exhale, which is the goal. Going through the motion really quick. And then we're gonna pass from here. I'm gonna Esper Origins next turn. So we're just going off the top of their deck. Legend off the top. Yeah. That's a sicko draw, man. Bottom both is good for us. Boomerang basics on Legend of Kurok. Yeah. Kill you. Now I think I'm gonna double block a token. We go to 1. So let's Esper Origins first, gain a little bit of life. Dragon is pretty good because then we can gain more life. So let's do that. Let's play this land, find another land, and play our dragon to gain some life. Now we're playing a little bit defensive. Next turn, I really want to get down Oost to start eating away at their boomerang basics in the graveyard. I also want to find a way to get rid of this legend, because this legend is going to start catching them back up into this game really fast. Could find another boomerang basics for this. That could be a problem. Speaking of. But they're not attacking, which is really good for us. So let's start off with some Esper Origins. Bring those away. And let's Esper Origins out of the graveyard. Both of those are fantastic draws. The only problem is, if I play a land, this goes away. So maybe I don't play a land this turn. I really want to draw that. Swing in here for 4. And pass from here. Start eating away at their graveyard, or eat at mine to gain some life. Yep, there's legend. I like it. Bottom both. So they're digging pretty hard. And they see it enough because we can get rid of legend. That was a rough game. What could I have done different there? I don't know if I can do anything different. Opponent goes first. This hand seems really weak and really slow. I don't think I can keep this. If we had like a ram spell instead of 5 lands, maybe I would think about keeping this. But not knowing what my opponent is doing, reasons why I don't want to keep this hand. Mulligan this hand. You can keep this hand. This looks a little better. I want to keep Bitter Triumph right now. Play it like this. I think the rest is better than Caustic. Interesting. Opponent plays a Mountain. Rose. Well, there's a Caustic. We're going to Surveil on turn 1 on our Mortuary. Go with Reagent. They show me a Mountain, they're probably playing mono red, so I want to keep Scavenger. Needlehead. Okay, on upkeep to save life, I'm just going to kill you. And then play our tap land. And pass the turn. Next turn we can ramp. Depending on what their 3-drop is. Needlehead, sure. We can take 1 here. Especially drawing that card, that seems pretty good. So I want to start ramping. And we can start taking a little bit of damage. Hopefully they go a little wide for us so we can scavenger their board away. I assume that they have just a lot of burn damage, okay. So Emperor Heart. Pick 1 here. So I assume that they have Wrath and not Pump, so I'm going to play as such. So I'm going to play this on 3. So if they play a burn spell in my face, the Prowess can't save this. If they have a Pump spell, then I am wrong. They are playing Leyline. So I think that's pretty good information. Also, they miss a Lightning Strike off the trigger, and then they got rid of a full bore. So I think that's okay for us. We might still die out of nowhere. First lightning my face. Yeah, so they're doing as much damage as possible. I go to 1. You got it. Now, because they can pump it up with Rockface Village, and then get triggers on it and find another card, but we could be just straight dead here. We are not straight dead. So I'm going to start eating creatures. Hopefully we live one more turn, we can start eating food. And I'm going to try to dodge the top of their deck. I think that is the best option for us. So I'm going to eat food first, just to be safe. And then we're going to Ice Till and pass. We can have a blocker. Them just drawing lands is really good, so we can play a Surveil land. This is land that goes straight to the graveyard. I think we just beat down with this. And gain some more life back, and I think that's enough for us. So mono red ley line. I believe this is definitely a duress matchup. This is not a Yogg matchup. Goose could be really good, but it might be too slow to gain life, but it's still gaining life. I don't know if that's worth it. Urgent does not seem good here. Caustic seems really good. Triumph seems pretty good. Go down one shared roots. Maybe we keep Stormbrood in, maybe one Ice Till. Do a 61 special like this. I'm gonna keep my life gain in. Right, like that. It goes first. We can, I guess, Disruptive at least. We don't do anything else. Maybe that's enough. I'm gonna rely on this Survey of the land a little bit. Hired Claw, yep. So Surveil. Who seems fine. Next turn we can Disruptive. Whatever their 2-drop is. They just pump up Higher Claw. This is the best case scenario for us. That's a very good scenario for us because we can just Verge into the dragon to kill. And then next turn we can Scavenging Ooze, eat. So hopefully gain some life. But if they're passing turn like that, I don't think I want to play Scavenging Ooze yet. That means they probably have Pure Burn in their hand, so I should just ramp. And Ooze can come down later when it's safer. Like next turn we can Restless Cottage and ramp twice. I don't want to play Ooze until the shields are down. Ogier. That is scary. I want to find an answer to Ogier. There's an answer to Ogier. That means we need a ramp to it. I'm gonna get another swamp, play a cottage, and pass. And then next turn we can wipe the board unless they pump up Ogier. I take 4. I could just play a Reagent, right? I could play Reagent and Scavenging Ooze. Like, block it. If they waste spells on my Scavenger instead, I think I'm okay with that. And then next turn I can hopefully start getting bigger with Oozes. First to my face. Yeah, I take 4. Emberheart, yeah. We need to get Ogier off the board. They probably have pump, and so we're just straight dead. I go to 1 this way. I just die. Yeah, you got it. The only difference there is I could have played Ooze. But I only had 1 creature in the graveyard, so it doesn't make a difference there. Still like how we sideboarded. Get to play first, though, against Mono Red, which is nice. You can try this hand. Throw out Scavenging Ooze early? That might be wrong. But they have to kill Scavenging Ooze over everything else? Okay. Show me the burn on the Ooze. Better than my face, I guess? Yeah. Better than the Ooze than my face. Next turn we can start ramping. But we could die again really early on. Let's Try to ramp out. And hopefully next turn maybe we can kill their board with Scavenger. Nova Hellkite. Yep. I think we have to play Ice Till here. Then we can get our land ramp going, and we can get Esper Origins going to gain a little bit of life and some buffer. Don't need that. Don't need you. You're not an answer right now, so I guess we're blocking with Ice Till no matter what. Force them to have pump. Yeah, show it to me. I'd rather them pump on their turn than my turn. And 3 damage to Ice Till is winning in my book. That they are looking for land, so not getting a crash out to get Nova Hellkite can be good for us. So let's Overlord first. And just get a Scavenging Ooze to make things bigger. We could Stormbrood and just kill the Challenger now, but I think Ooze might be our answer. Start eating things that I don't want. Not gonna get an Overlord back. We already have 1 Scavenger in hand, so I think I'm okay with eating the other one. Or the Ice Till. Eat the Ice Till. And we're gaining life this way. I don't think I'm gonna block, though. Lynx. Yeah. Let's Esper Origins. We can wait a little bit. Don't gain life this turn, which might be the problem. So let's just keep ramping, and then eventually we'll get our reagent to be big enough. Like we can block summon on Lynx. They attack if they just play Nova Hellkite. I think this is okay for us. Just making this bigger out of range. Don't worry about it. So this can be on 5. And we can Esper Origins out of the graveyard. This is a dragon, though, is the problem. I don't think I want to duress at this point, do I? Guess we can duress. Fine. And pass the turn. Get a clock going. We get the Lynx off the board doing it that way, which seems fine. And second Nova Hellkite. Okay. Burnout seems okay. And we're racing now. How do we get out of this? In step 1, I think we need to figure out what they're playing. More Nova Hellkite. Wow, what a hand. So next turn, they're probably going to Nova Hellkite. So that means we need to get to 9 life, no matter what. What if we Overlord? Get back a dragon. That's pretty good. Gain some life. Go beatdowns. And then we have the comfort of Scavenging Ooze getting bigger. So now we're not dead on board to Nova Hellkite spam. Nothing over Hellkite. They double. If they double, I think I need to block. I have to block because they could play a burn spell and then I die. So I'm gonna block. And they're still dead on board. As long as I start eating out of things out of the graveyard. Because the ooze will get trample from the summon. And then we also have man lands, so I should probably animate on upkeep to also get this trample. It's a mad roper. I mean, this game was close. How could you be mad at this game? Just concede, right? That's fair. I don't understand how close this is. This is game 3 down to the last turn. Make it or break it as a red player. And you decide to rope. That's, like, shame on you? This is not my fault. And I'm like, it's not even I'm upset at this point. I'm just more disappointed in this is so common in Mythic tier coming back to Magic. Good game, I guess. Sorry, bud. That was fun until you wrote me. So I'm going to be quick and simple about this. Ben Stark is a genius. This deck is fantastic. I felt consistent throughout the entire time. Ice Till Explorer definitely shines in this kind of shell of deck when you're pairing it with like Overlord or pairing it with Esper Origins. Like those 3 cards together feel really, really strong. And when we were able to kill something with Urgent, we did. When we needed to kill something early, Caustic did exactly what it's meant to. And we even beat a Lessons deck. So I think this deck is consistent. This is something I can understand completely why Ben Stark took this to the tournament. Overall, this deck is sweet. I don't know what to change about it. You should play this deck, and I hope you like going undefeated. Plain and simple. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Woo!